Good morning again. How are you? I don't know if you've seen the other video that I put up today. I hope you do. Take a look at it because I think it's really important. Oh goodness. It is 10 o'clock, 10:10. And I've been running since 4 o'clock this morning. Gosh. Well, I'm going to get to sit down with you for a while and just visit. I need to take a drink. Hold on. Okay. Well, I got together a Temu haul for us. Are you ready for that? I think you probably are. We haven't had a haul for a while. Oh, are you seeing my junky living room? All of those things stacked up in there, that's all stuff for making wreaths. There's ribbons and all kinds of stuff. And I don't have a place for it. I'm quickly becoming a hoarder. No, I'm not, because I can't stand the clutter. I'm going to have to find a place for it. Anyway, here we are, crooked again. How is everyone? How is your Saturday? Ours is a very crisp, cold one. The sun is out though, and it's beautiful. There's a bunch of snow on the ground. I think it's kind of curtailed any thoughts of going anywhere for me. I used to be really brave and get out in that stuff all the time. But either I just am not brave anymore, or I got wise. I don't know. I found myself on the ground many, many times as a result of winter weather. Anyhow, are y'all having a good day? I'm so glad that you're here with me. It gives me such joy to know that you come and that you visit with me. You know, I'm getting to know so many of you well, and I appreciate that so much. Everyone here is so loving and supportive, and I thank you for that very, very much. I thank you for being tolerant of my inexpertise, that you give me a lot of space to learn. It's very humbling, you know, to see how much I don't know. But I guess that the saying is so true, you know, the older you get, the more you know that you don't know. And I want to learn. So continue to bear with me. I so appreciate it. This sweater is not Temu. It's just comfy, and I'm wearing it anyway. It's a long sleeve, really fluffy, nice sweater. I don't know where I got it. This necklace is a Temu necklace, and earrings. I've never worn these before, but I wore them today. They don't exactly, I mean, they have a blue top and there's blue in here, and then the yellow bottoms are round and there's yellow in here. So I guess they kind of match. And I thought, well, that's just the way it's going to be. Anyhow, if you happen, you know, if you're returning, thank you so much. If you're here, thank you so much. If you're new here, thank you so much for coming. If you haven't subscribed, I would invite you to subscribe. It's a fun channel. We do a lot of things, and we're going to be doing more. You guys all have wonderful suggestions of what we can do. And that's all going to happen. It's been happening, but it's going to happen more. If you're new here and you haven't heard of Temu, I'd like to share a little bit about it. Temu is an online marketing platform, not unlike some of the other platforms in this country, but unlike it in many ways. It's a company that's only about a year old, a little over a year. They've absolutely taken the United States by storm. I think Canada too, and other countries, but I can only speak for United States exactly. It's so nice to be able to have other alternatives to purchasing. Temu has every product under the sun except for pharmaceuticals and food. We'll have to stay close for those kinds of things. Their prices are 25% to 50% to 75% less than what's out there. I would say 50% to 75%. Very seldom do I ever find anything here that's discounted as deeply. I have, but very, very seldom. Temu has set up their platform to touch people in ways that haven't been touched here. They've absorbed the shipping. You don't have to pay a membership every month to have that shipping done for you. They absorb the shipping, which is huge. It's a huge bite. Their customer service is wonderful. If you ever have any problems with customer service, they are there, and their goal is to make it right with you. I've had several experiences with customer service, and you know, I would step out and say that they're the best part of Temu for me. They have lots of different vendors, and they've eliminated the middlemen that kind of put it all together. They're the overseer. They have the vendors over here. The vendors fill the orders. Temu takes the orders. Temu ships the orders. They don't have any regulation on prices. So the vendors, if they decide, you know, that they've got too much of a product, they'll put something on sale where another vendor won't, and vice versa. You have to be right on top of your cart. If you find something on a huge sale that you know that you want, buy it. If you leave it in your cart, it'll go off sale and go up. There's no guarantees in your cart that it'll stay the same price. Once you put money on it, then it will. But if you decide that you're going to shop and you have a card and you're ready to purchase, once you put your money on your order, then the prices will never go up again. However, Temu has put in place something called a price adjustment because they do go down. And this price adjustment is for 30 days from the time that you buy your products. They don't have to be en route. They don't have to be they can be still at Temu from the minute your money is put down. If the prices go down, they give you the option to take what's called a price adjustment. And that price adjustment helps to regulate the difference between the prices of what you paid for it and what it is now. And it's for 30 days. Doesn't matter where the product is, if it's in your home, 30 days. Now they have a 90-day, no questions asked return policy, return for refund or credit. So you really can't lose with Temu. It's just a really neat deal. Products are great. What I would suggest that you do is to go to the vendors that you use normally. Find the products that you use normally. Then go to Temu and look for them. They have everything. And a lot of times it's even the same brand names. But you'll find them cheaper. There are games that Temu has that you can win. There's Farmland and Fishland, and they have set it up to where you interact with other customers. You can become friends on those two games and help each other with food and water. The prizes are really good. I've won them several times. I'm close to winning another one. They've kind of tightened up the ship a little, but it's understandable. There are sales all the time. There are flash sales. There are, oh goodness, there's just sales all the time. I was going to tell you something else and I forgot. Price adjustments. 90-day return. Oh, it's going to take about 10 days for you to get your order because they are shipped from overseas. And if the order isn't here on time of the window of time that they give you for it to be delivered, they'll give you a $5 credit. Now, I got to tell you about my story, and that is that I won something free. And it wasn't a huge deal. But when they sent it, it got delayed, and they gave me $5 on something that I got for free. That's pretty cool, huh? Well, I got to tell you the whole thing here with being a new customer. Once you see that Temu is where you'd like to go to purchase, make a list, go on the web and look at Temu, make a list of the things that you want to buy. Then go into my description box. You'll find a link to go on as a new customer to sign up. And right down here, you'll see an affiliate link. That link is going to be attached to me always. So when you make your orders, you want to include that in the search bar. But as a new customer, you go in there on that link that's in my description box, put my affiliate code in the search bar, and it'll afford you 30% off your first order and a $100 coupon bundle to use on subsequent orders. So it's a really, really good way to start your experience with Temu. Oh gosh, there are so many other things I could tell you, but I'd like to show you some of the products that I purchased. I'm a heathen. So I want to remind you that if you haven't subscribed, then I would invite you to subscribe. So here we go. Are you ready? Okay. I've taken them all out of their Temu bag and I priced everything so we'd have a chance to look at them with a price. First of all, I'd like to show you this. This is, I'm going to move this down just a little. What this is a holder for rings. Now, I kind of thought that it would come with more than just a sponge inside, but I can find and work out some kind of a frame. It holds 100 rings. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 100. And they slip into, here, I'll take this off so I can show you what it does. I'm showing you this first because I'm going to use it as a backdrop for some of the other stuff. These are not unlike the holders that you'll find in store showcases. And you can line up your rings and you can see all the rings that you have and then see how many spaces you have for more rings. I like rings a lot. Now this item, at the vendor that I bought it from, they have kind of started carrying something different, but I found I only paid $1.43 for this. And that vendor is selling a similar product for $5.99. But I found it, and that's the picture that I'm going to show you. That'll be right here. Right there. Right there. And it'll have a price of 89 cents on it. So right now you can really steal a deal on these. I think all of you know that, or all of you that know me know that I've kind of gone hog wild with stuff. I like crafting very, very much. I love the idea of doing things with a personal touch. I haven't had the opportunity to do it. And Temu has given me the opportunity in a lot of ways. The prices, the opportunity, and my health. That's the biggest thing. God has restored me to health in a way that I never could have imagined. Now, my goal for this is to figure out first what I'm looking at. Okay. This is a stencil of a horse. My granddaughter loves horses. My plan is to make her a horse that she can hang on her wall. I'm looking so forward to this. These stencils are beautiful. They're reusable, they're plastic. They come really well packaged. This particular one was only $1.52, and it's $1.61 now. Oh, it's just gonna stick. Okay. Now these stencils are like farmhouse stencils. I think there are 25 of these. I paid $6.98 for them, and they're $6.98 now. I'd like to show them to you. Now you can do collections of these on a picture, or you can do smaller pictures to hang. I plan to use them all. There's one that says Grandma's Kitchen. You could make little pictures that would hang, you know. Whoops. This one says, my kitchen, my rules. I wonder if that has anything to do with a cookie jar. What do you think? This says, bless the food before us, the family beside us, and the love between us. Isn't that pretty? This one says, everything tastes better when Grandma makes it. I don't know if that's true. Not this grandma, anyway. I don't do a whole lot of cooking anymore. But I raised 8 kids, so I did know how to cook, like, a lot of one-pan meals. The best secret ingredients is always love. And this is farm to table, always fresh food. Kitchen, the best times are always found when friends and family gather around. I think about that a lot with all of you. It would be so fun to just sit at the table and visit, wouldn't it? Or go to Habitat. Hangry. Hangry is an adjective, a state of anger caused by lack of food. Open 24 hours, love served daily, Mom's kitchen, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Wouldn't these make cute signs? I'm just so excited about having these. I have a whole drawer full of stencils. Family gathers here. I'll have to go through and show all of them to you. Lots of different like genres. I used to stencil furniture. Not a whole lot, but I have. Kitchen, all food chopped with love. This one says, now I'm not a Nana, I'm grandma. But a lot of grandmas are Nana. Nana's kitchen, where memories are made and children are spoiled. That's for sure. My phone wants to keep dipping down there. I think it's because it's kind of off kilter. Where the tripod grips the phone, it's right by the buttons, and I can't obscure the buttons because we'll lose the app. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. It says shark coochie board because no one can say charcuterie. I don't know what that means. Do you know? That doesn't sound like a country kitchen thing to me. This kitchen is seasoned with love. I think they put that one in the wrong package. What do you think? Nothing brings people together like good food. I plan to have at least one of each of these signs when I have my booth. We'll be, I know that when that happens, I'll have figured out how to do live. And we will be doing live. Kitchen, the heart of the home. It won't be for several months, but anyway. It's going to take a minute to do all this stuff. Kitchens are made for families together. Oh, to gather. I'm sorry. Kitchens are made for families to gather. If you've noticed, each one of these has a hole in the side. That's because they give you this ring, and you can put them all together with the ring so they stay together with a ring. It's kind of cool. Oh, cooking is love made visible. I like that one. Cook, pray, and eat. We always have to say thank you. Or we should. Or we ought to. If I have to stir it, it's homemade. So when you're stirring your macaroni and cheese out of a box, it's homemade. And I say that only because that's the macaroni and cheese I made my kids. I only made real macaroni and cheese a couple of times, and you know what? They didn't like it. That's what I remember. I love you to the to the fridge and back. We're almost done with this pile. I have another pile. bake the world a better place. You know, I just love doing this. I love being here with you. I love sharing with you. Wow. This is like all inside out and upside down. Kitchen in the SHORT, too short, file. Kitchen in too short. This is weird. I probably won't make that one because I can't read it. I don't know what it means. Kitchen. Oh! I had it backwards. I'm sorry. I read... It says, life is too short. Dance in the kitchen. I can't believe I did that. I had it upside down and backwards. That's how I dress myself. Upside down and backwards. I'll definitely make this one. Life is too short. Dance in the kitchen. I'll always remember what I did with this. Chop it like it's hot. Why would you want to do that? The kitchen is the heart of the home. So come and help me with my stencils, you guys. If you have stencils, we'll have to do stenciling together. Or you could use some of mine. These are great tools to use when you're making stuff. You can do homemade stuff, and it's not dependent on your calligraphy skills. I have stencils, alphabet stencils and number stencils and things that will help with anything that I make. I just got to do it. These more stencils. There's a whole bunch of these too. But I'll show you these first. Now I'm prepared. They're in an envelope. What could it be? What could it be? These are boards to paint the stencils on. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I paid $14 for these. They're all smooth. I don't have to sand them. And they're just a real fine, thin wood. I can drill little holes in them and put like leather straps on them so they can hang on the wall. There's my first 10. And now this would be, you know, if I wanted to do a collection, I could do a collection of the smaller stencils. Or it's time to see the other ones. Can you tell I'm excited? Now these are larger. I paid $9.98 for these, and they're $9.98 now. And I think there are 25 of these too. We'll count them as we go. I don't remember. But there's a bunch. This also has the ring to hold them together, so that'll be great for storage. Relax, recharge, restore, bed and breakfast. Soft, warm beds, fresh home cooking. We're glad you're here. That's what I feel like sometimes, though. There's a bed and breakfast for Peyton. It's okay. I love her dearly. I keep trying to tell her, you know, it doesn't hurt to say thank you. Local hand-picked fresh produce, fruits, homegrown, veggies. Here's number 3. See if I can get this all right. Okay. Antiques, vintage, and collectibles. Buy, sell, and trade. You don't have to have a store to put a sign like that up. They're fun. You can put it by your china cabinet. 1, 2, 3. Keep track with me here. 4. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It looks like it's 15. 13. 14. 15, 16. Well, 16 stencils, and they're big. For $9.98. The Oldie Mill, established in 1754, Antiques and Curiosities. And it's a sign that says 2 blocks that way. Oh, this is cute. Put this out in the garage. Bicycle shop, open daily, established in 1924. Repair, sales, and rentals. What fun signs that can be made from these. Trading company and mercantile, family owned, established 1842. Clothing, odds and ends, and dry goods. Main Street, since 1834, general store, groceries, dry goods, hardware, imported and domestic. Genuine premium quality, Bumble and Company, sweet, pure, and local. It looks like it's honey. These are perfect size for this, for the wood. Flower market, open daily, locally grown. Theater and lounge, open daily. Sit back, enjoy the show, and relax. I can go by the TV, huh? Antiques and collectibles, open daily. Flea market, buy, sell, and trade. That's where I like to go. Bakery, happiness is homemade. Shakes, cones, sundaes, ice cream parlor, 25 cents a scoop. Homemade fresh since 1854. When was the last time y'all made homemade ice cream? That's such a fun day to have with the kids and the grandkids. There's nothing like homemade ice cream, is there? They just don't know the flavor, the taste. It's like being in the Midwest and eating fruit. I grew up in California, and I think I told you this before, but you could glean fields where watermelons were broken open. They were so ripe. And oh my goodness, the strawberries and apricots and peaches and everything, the flavor, exquisite, just exquisite. My kids don't know what the taste of ripe fruit is. Hand-picked fresh herbs, oregano, rosemary, basil, and thyme. When I was young, we used to cut apricots. There was an apricot orchard by my house, and that was my first job, was cutting apricots. We put them on these long trays. Trays are probably 6 or 8 feet long and about 4 feet wide, and you'd cut apricots in half and put them on the trays, and then they'd sulfur them and dry them, and that's how you get your dried apricots. We used to get 60 cents a tray. I think that's what it was. Old-fashioned sweet shop, best sweets in town, candies, fudge, and lollipops. And this is number last. I know you're over there saying, phew, boy, I'm glad she's done. I'm covered in hair. Soda fountain, old-fashioned, friendly service, burgers, fries, shakes, and malts. I need to get one of those rollers, and now instead of messing with my hair, I can just be constantly rolling my clothes. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. Okay, there were 2 wigs in this order, and they're just like the ones that I have on my head, the one that I have on my head. So I'm not taking this off to show you. I guess I have this concern that if I like something, it's going to go out of stock and I won't be able to get it again. So I kind of buy some reserve. So I have 3 of these. I have 3 of the short ones, the straight ones, and I have 3 of another that are a little bit longer than this. No, they're a little bit shorter than this. Anyway, they're different. Okay. Let's see what we're doing here. Paint. I have more paint sitting down here with the orders that I haven't hauled yet. And I've just been itching to get into it. But I'm not going to, not until we're done, you know, and we haul them all. This is my very first order of acrylics. There are 12 colors. I paid $7.49 and there's $6.48 now. It's for a similar set. It's not the same set. When something is out of stock, I'll link it to something that's similar so that you have an opportunity to see something similar. And to see that because it's out of stock at one store doesn't mean that they're all gone. They're acrylic paints, Pintura. Art Life is More Wonderful with You. That has white, well, there it is. My eyeballs. It has titanium white, orange, medium yellow, scarlet, rose, gray, green, deep green, cerulean blue, deep blue, burnt umber, and lamp black. They're not huge, but you know, this will go a long way. This will give me an opportunity to start stenciling. I'm so excited. I have so many things I want to do. I'm not going to be able to sleep because I can't waste the time. Now again, for a package of 12 different colors, and you can certainly mix more colors, you can purchase a set like this for $6.48. What kind of fun is that? My cat's dragging around a toy. Now these are a little pair of pliers for jewelry making. And I really don't understand, except that it's like a crimper. It's tiny. And it has the rubber parts on the inside so you're not damaging what you're working with. And it has 2 refills. To put on there. And they send a little screwdriver so that you can undo it and fix it. This is just so cute. It's kind of like an eyeglass screwdriver set. You could certainly, well, I'll find that. I dropped the lid, but I found it. Yay. One side is a Phillips head. On the other side is a flat head. And they're teeny, teeny, tiny. And this tool has, you have to unscrew the pads to replace them. So they thought of everything, didn't they? And I can use it for other stuff. I paid $3.59 for it, and it's now $3.51. Yes, and what do you want? This little girl is so naughty. I have shelves on my wall, and she took and got up on the shelf on the wall and pushed everything off the shelf so she could lay on the shelf. I just wanted to throttle her. And she didn't even say sorry or help me pick it up. Come here. This is cocoa. Are you going to be at least so you can be seen? There. Come here. Yeah. Yes, your baby. She's so pretty and she's so naughty. But that's kind of the case with all my cats. They're pretty and naughty. And they're pretty naughty. Okay. I bought 2 sets of beads. And I believe there's 1,000 beads on each one of these strands. Or not each strand, but each set of strands. Look at these. Aren't they so pretty? Can you see the sparkle? I think you can. That reminds me of a Roaring 20s fringe on a dress. That's not what I'm going to use it for. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands. And you know, I think there's more than 1,000 pieces here. I'll look it up and put it on the screen up here when I put the pictures up. I don't know if I'd buy them again, simply because, hey, guys. I can't believe that they stop when I say something to them. I don't think that's why they stopped. I may have to turn it off for a minute. Now these are a purple. Oh, did I tell you how much they were? I paid $2.39 for 5 strands of strings of beads, and they are now $2.09. Oh, these are so pretty. I know, show them to me already. The other ones weren't tangled. These kind of feel tangled. Maybe not. Now this cord is what I need to get to string these tiny beads. I need to find out what kind of cord this is, because these are teeny tiny beads and they got threaded somehow. You see the sparkle in those two? These are definitely a luxury item. You can make somebody feel like a princess. $2.59 and $2.09. Okay, that's a dead bag. But we have more. Okay, these are called stencil brushes. They're for stippling, and I think I've explained this to you before, but I'm going to do it again. When you do stencils, you don't paint. Anyway, I don't. The way I learned it, you get like a polka dot effect, but you could make it a deep polka dot or light polka dot. It's called stippling. You take the brush, you put a tiny bit of paint on it, and you stipple on the stencil where you want a particular color. Then you go to the next color and so forth. It gives it a really pretty effect. That's what I fell in love with stenciling. first stenciling I did was on a piece of furniture that I bought for $5. It was a buffet. And I sold it way less than what I could have, but I didn't know. I sold it for $65. And I had put, go figure, it was sunflowers that I put on it. Not because of Katie, it's because that's the stencil that I had. But it was really pretty. I paid $1.65 for these, and they're $1.57 now. And they're not, you know, like a paintbrush has qualities where it bends. It's flowy. These are not. They're very stiff. It's kind of like horsehair. So when you put them down, they don't bend. And that's how you get that stippling effect. On the other hand, these are acrylic brushes. For all the painting I'm going to do. There are 50 of them. I paid $1.97 for 50 brushes. Now these are all the same. But that's a pretty standard brush size, I think. And they're $1.93 right now. If and when I find that I need specialty type brushes, I can get them. I think it depends on how much I, you know, develop these skills. Hold on. I bought 2 of these, and I put the information on one. These beads I paid $3.38 for, and they're $3.98 now. Aren't those pretty? And they have sunflowers in them. And they have, let me show you. It has the string to string them. I won't use that string. It has several different types of beads. Look, there's the sunflower. And the buffalo plaid. And yellow. These are so fun. They make me smile. White. And black. I'm looking forward to making stuff out of these. I think that these will be beautiful for the summertime. And it's nothing I've ever seen before. Made up. I took some time and figured out how to make the hoop earrings, and they'll be easy peasy. And I found my brown beads that I knew I had ordered. Now again, I paid $3.38 and they're $3.98 now. And I had to get these. They're Valentine's beads, and Valentine's Day is over. But gosh, what a fun thing to make for next year. You know, I can use these in wreaths. I can use them in all kinds of stuff. There's pink. White. There's striped. And this has, are they polka dots or hearts? Let's see. These are just polka dots. on the red, white polka dot. And there's some little heart beads. And one more is like, I don't know if you call, is this just the type of plaid that it is, or is buffalo plaid just black? It's pink plaid. And it also has the string in there. Oh, that one launched onto the floor. I'll find it later. I don't have a lot of feeling in my fingers. So sometimes I lose grip. But you know, I can use them, and I'm so grateful for that. For those of you that don't know, I was quadriplegic in 2013. June of 2013. I started getting bad in April of 2013, and by June, things were, I just couldn't move. I did move, but it wasn't purposeful movement, and my spinal cord had collapsed on my spine, on my spinal column had collapsed on my spinal cord. So I do have some damage, and the doctor that put me back together told my family that he could save my life, but he wasn't sure what kind of function I'd have. So I think that I'm a walking miracle every day, every day. Okay. Oh, the red beads were $3.39, and they're $3.28 now. I'm real tempted to buy another bag of these. These are little brown beads. They almost look like baby coffee beans, don't they? These will be fun to use on the necklace that I made yesterday. I'm going to take it apart and redo it. And of course, I'll show you. How big are the holes? Let me see. I may have to use something other than that cord that I used. The holes are actually pretty good size. They may fit over that cord just fine. And if they don't. Now I paid $2.24 for these, and they're $1.74 now. I believe there are 200 in here, and I will put it on the screen. Look at this. There are 500 assorted brown beads. They're not just brown either. They have beige and brown, and they're all different colors, all different sizes. I'm really excited about this bag. And this would be one worth getting again. I paid $4.04 for it, and it's $4.04 now. They have to be sorted, but you know what? I like to sort, and that's not a big deal for me. So my brown beads got here. When I was making Katie and Josie's jewelry boxes, someone, I don't remember which one of you, but it mentioned that I should use tweezers. I didn't have any, and now I'm going to have a bunch because there's, in another order, I've got tweezers also. These are kind of reverse tweezers. They'll be super. I paid $134 and they're $148 now. They have a little guard for the tip because the tip is sharp and they know who I am and that I would poke holes in myself. They did that just for me. Isn't that cool? And I bought sewing machine needles again. Now I bought this order I ordered a while ago, and it was before I found out that my sewing machine they probably won't take these needles. But if I need to return them, I will. It's 50 assorted sewing machine needles. I paid $3.58 for it, and they're $4.28 now. And I won't take them out and show them to you. They're just needles. Now, last but not least, I bought a dress. And I paid a lot for it. $14.49. And it's $13.89 now. But when you see the dress, you'll understand. Look at that. Isn't that pretty when you're looking at the back? This is a real stretchy polyester. It probably has spandex in it. There's a gathering at the bottom here. And the hem has the mandala type pattern on it. It's blue background. The sleeves aren't like puffy sleeves, but they're generous and they're long. And they're long in the way that I don't think that I'll need to put elastic in them. They taper. It's got a round neck. I love the colors. It's just gonna look so pretty on. And it's made out of I'll tell you in a second here. %95 polyester and 5% elastane. That's why we have the give. I love the colors. You know, it's like a slate blue almost. And it is a raised waist, but it's elasticized. And what I posted, the store that sold this, it's out, it's discontinued, but I found one that's it's at least similar. And I will put that up for you. Well, what do you think? Was that a nice haul? I think it was. Is that everything now? I want to make sure. What's that? There's something on the floor. Trash. Trash on my floor? Well, I've enjoyed so much spending time with you. And if you've enjoyed the content that you've seen and you haven't subscribed, I would invite you to subscribe. I would invite you to like. And please, please, please know that if you take time to message me, I will message you back. I spent 4 hours this morning catching up. You know, I answer every day, but some of them get lost, and I have to go into YouTube Studio to find the messages listed by video. And I found a lot, and I'm so sorry for that. I'm sorry for those messages that I missed, and I hope that I picked them up this time. I make every effort that I can to not just read them, but to answer them. So please message. Let me know what you think of the haul. Let me know what your favorite item was. Let me know what you think, if I could improve myself, if I could do something different. Let me know if you like what I do. Your encouragement means so much to me. Remember the description box. Remember that all of the instructions for becoming a new customer are there. Don't forget those. It's going to afford you 30% off and a $100 coupon bundle. So with all that being said, I've enjoyed my time with you immensely. And until next time, I love you. Bye-bye.